Fall is upon us, and it's a balmy 68 degrees here in East Setauket. Today, we're in T-minus 24 hours. Your Ward Melville Patriot will take on the Sachem North Flaming Arrows. That just rolls off the tongue. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Ariel Deceased, joined with MD Sports Zone analyst Mike DeMeo, and this is Ward Melville's very first Patriot Game Day. Standing in front of all our friends makes us very intimidated and really makes us question just how someone let us do this in the first place. But before we start, we'd like to thank the Ward Melville administration for allowing us to do this and for helping us to accomplish this goal. So we really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Now, Michael, coming into one of the biggest games of the year and the fierce history between these two Long Island football powerhouses, Ward Melville is currently undefeated right now, winning their first 3 games against Longwood, Bayshore, and Walt Whitman. But Sachem North, those Flaming Arrows, are coming in with a real chip on their shoulder, coming into the season 2-1 after their overtime loss to William Floyd. So, coming in here, let's just get our key players for the game.
So then our key players for first, Sachem North, offensive lineman Val DiPierre, Newsday LI Top 100 player, just amazing, I mean. Junior running back Henry Sorrow, among top rushers in the county. Then for your Ward Melville Patriots,
Let's hear it.
we have senior wide receiver Jesse Sprunk, who had an amazing 54-yard receiving touchdown last week. Very good pass from Hudson, who has 69% completion percentage, 404 passing yards, 7 passing touchdowns, 156 rushing yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. I mean, the stats just keep going.
And last week against Bayshore, he got his career-high rushing yards, 68 rushing yards that game.
Which is amazing.
Phenomenal performance.
Next, we have senior running back Joey Benedetto, 282 rushing yards, 4 rushing touchdowns. Another amazing season from junior cornerback wide receiver Joey Karpwitz, who has 3 total touchdowns and 7 total tackles. Also on the special teams, he's doing amazing. He's got like 2 kick returns this season.
Did you see him against that game in Longwood where he's making a diving catch one hand in the end zone
I did see that.
to get the score on the board right there?
That was just amazing. Junior Angelo Sobero. Start the game, 85-yard kick return. To start the game, 85.
I can't even believe it.
Set the tone for the entire game, leading to a Ward Melville win last week. And our final key player, I mean, you can't score points without a kicker. Ethan Jargo, 19 of 19. It's just
The rock of the team, the real necessity.
Or Dwayne Johnson.
The Dwayne Johnson of the team.
So, Ariel, what are the keys to victory for both teams here?
Well, I'm so glad you asked, Michael. Let's start with number 1, most importantly. You got to win the trenches. O-line and D-line, you control the game. Simple as that. You dominate up front, you win the scoreboard. Number 2, Patriots, protect the rock. Protect it like it's your baby. You don't just fumble, you're just gift-wrapping points to Sachem North that time. It's those small things you may not think matter in the moment, but definitely come back to bite you in the future. Explosive plays. The Patriots are very run-heavy. On occasions, they'll let it fly, but breaking through that line and getting a good drop is what's going to give the Patriots the upper hand in today's game. And we've seen several flashes of that in previous games. They got a dangerous run game, and Matt plays out to a T, which leads us to our third key victory, and that is discipline. I cannot stress this enough. Whether you're Sachem North or the home favorite Ward Melville Patriots, you cannot get too comfortable. That's when most of the momentum begins to shift. Normally following the second half, you get too comfortable. Your head's up in the clouds. Next thing you know, the opponent is up by 14. You have to stay in the game, stay in reality, and learn that the game's not over until the final whistle blows. We're currently here with junior defensive end and special teams, Kevin McCarroll. How you doing, Kevin?
Good, how are you?
Thanks for coming on the show, Kevin. So, how you feeling about today's game?
I'm feeling great. This game relies heavily on the defensive end, so we're leaving that up to Victor Bergamauchi and Miles Robinson, so I think it'll be really good.
And quickly, who do you think is going to win the game?
I think obviously we'll win. As the 2 seed, it's a big responsibility.
As
so.
a 2 seed, undefeated 2 seed, you got to win. You have a lot of pressure building up on you. And score prediction, I'm thinking, last year, 28-21. What about you?
I'm thinking 35-14. I think our defense is going really well.
Spicy, muy caliente, Kevin.
Yep.
All right, thank you so much, Kevin. That'll be a quick interview.
Thank you, Ariel.
We're currently here with junior starting quarterback Hudson Philbrick. How you doing, Hudson?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me on right now.
Thank you so much for coming on, man. It really means a lot to us. So, you got to keep a speed interview. So, how you feeling about tomorrow's game?
I'm feeling great right now. We're well prepared. I think that this game is going to mean a lot to us. And it's going to really show how good we are.
You guys have had 3 incredible games to start off your season. However, Sachem East is coming in with a chip on their shoulder. What are you going to do about that? What are you going to do about Sachem East coming in knowing that you beat them last year?
So I really think that they're a great team. You know, both 2 great teams going at it. And, you know, I really think if we just stay assignment sound and do what we're told, I think we're going to come out with a W.
And now, who do you think is going to win the game, obviously? Who's obviously going to win the game today?
Melville Patriots.
Yeah.
The football game.
I'm thinking last year's same score, 28-21. What about you?
Well, I'm thinking a little bit more than that. Both have really good offenses. I'm thinking more of a shootout, more of a high-scoring game.
Right.
Yeah.
So, in terms of score prediction, what are we thinking?
I'm thinking maybe on the ends of like us, maybe 5 or 6 touchdowns, maybe like a 42-21 or 42-28 game.
Hello. Well, that is a very reasonable score, I'd say, for Ward Melville. And thank you so much for coming on the show, man.
No problem.
It means a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We're currently here with our own mascot, Mr. Patriot. How you doing, Mr. Patriot? Well, thanks so much for coming on. Now, who do you think is going to win the game today, Mr. Patriot? Oh, Ward Melville. What are we thinking the score is going to be? Woo! You heard it from Mr. Patriot himself. Thank you so much for coming on, giving the score and everything. All right, have a great night, everyone. Thank you guys so much for watching the pregame analysis. We'll catch you at halftime. Welcome back to day 2 of Ward Melville After Hours Patriot Game Day. Let's get into the halftime report. It's a much nicer day than homecoming 2024 with that relentless drizzle and cloudy weather, as compared to today where I am being absolutely melted by the sun. As compared to our pregame analysis, let's get into the halftime updates. Well, coming into the halftime report, the Patriots turned the game on its head and come out with a commanding 29-7 lead over Sachem North. From the big hits to the much-needed touchdowns, let's look halfway in. So, Michael, coming into halftime here, what are some of the key plays we've seen so far?
Well, to start off the game, Sachem had some very big plays. Number 2, Henry Sorrow, very big gain on the second play of the game. Number 3, Lucas Bouchard, touchdown, Sachem. Just big plays on the first drive that really set the tone for this game.
I'm liking the look of Sachem right here, coming in with some very big drives, some large gains in the first quarter. All of a sudden, what really stood out, obviously with that 29-7 scoreboard right there, Patriots going and turning the game on its head here, getting some of the lucky plays, the lucky drives, and those much-needed stops against Sachem.
So, Ariel, what can we expect from the next 2 quarters?
Well, thank you for asking, Michael. What we can expect from the next 2 quarters is definitely yet another scoreboard shootout between these 2 football powerhouses. From key players like Lucas Bouchard and Henry Starr from Sachem to Hudson Philbrick, Jesse Spunk, and Joey Karpowitz, and Joey Benedetto, what we can expect is more ferocious competition.
But that's to be decided. We'll see you guys at postgame.
Deja, give me that deja.
If you're watching this, we thank you all so much for sticking around for the post-game analysis. And what we projected to be yet another high-scoring shootout turned out to be a disastrous evening for the Arrows, as they lost 43-13. My goodness. Now, Michael, what stood out to me the most throughout the game was that offense, much more balanced than what we've seen in past seasons. Less of the flashy moves we saw throughout the first half, but more structured, and the assaults from the land and air balanced out to that scoreboard. But I want to see your thoughts on the blowout.
Well, Ariel, I saw some standout performances, not just from Lucas Bouchard and Henry Sorrow of Sachem, but definitely from our own quarterback, Hudson Philbrick, and the land rushing domination that came from the bull in the china shop, that is Joey Benedetto. Not 1, not 2, not 4, but 3
3
touchdowns.
What I also appreciated was, with the exception of the extra point block, Ethan Jargo drilling it through the goalpost every single time. You know, Michael, what I also loved to see was defensive end Kevin McCarroll, Jr. Kevin McCarroll, making those couple of tackles in the fourth quarter. While it was already a shutout, it was definitely some much-needed tackles to round up the scoreboard for Sachem East. No doubt, both of our predictions and the players' predictions were very off, in a good way. This was definitely an exciting game, from an exciting view, with two exciting people covering this game. For those watching, I'm Mario Basis, joined with MD Sports Zone Mike DeMeo. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Patriot Game Day.
And as always, make sure to keep your stick on the ice.
Thank you, Michael. We'll see you guys next year.
There we go.